Hey guys, welcome to the Manhattan Project. In today's video, I want to talk about why I believe Chen to be not only the most underplayed, but also the most underrated hero in all of Dota 2. So before I start talking about Chen, I'd like to issue an apology. I'd like to say sorry for being away from my channel for 2 weeks. I pretty much got caught up with the rest of my life. I was extremely busy with pretty much every other aspect of it, and because of that, YouTube had to be set aside for a little bit. But just so you guys know, I'm back and everything is gonna be good. So now that that's taken care of, let's get into the video. Throughout the entirety of the pub scene, Chen has always been a very unpopular hero. In fact, he's the least popular hero in all of Dota 2, but by no stretch of the imagination is he even remotely bad in my opinion. Chen's only cause for the lack of playability that he's had in the pub scene is the amount of skill that it requires to play him successfully. Chen's a very micro-intensive hero, and for that reason, he's not played at all by pretty newish players to the game. He also has a very passive role as a support. Generally, he just heals his team and kind of lets his creeps do the blunt of his work. But really, if they're utilized correctly, they're able to offer some amazing utility and some very early, very strong pushing power. Besides being very tough on the micromanage, Chen is very hard because he relies on ganking timings and knowing how to gank successfully in order to do well within games. If you're not ganking the mid lane or a side lane as a Chen player and all you're doing is sitting in your own jungle farming, then you are playing Chen 100% incorrectly. Chen really stands out as a support because he's able to alleviate the pressure that junglers typically have on lanes, and he's also able to heal his allies, which allows them to have more sustainability within fights. So in my Chen games, I typically always build a mechanism first, as you should, followed by arcane boots. I'll either then upgrade that to a mechanism right away, or I'll build into an Aghanim Scepter, which gives Chen the very unique ability of being able to take over ancient creeps and pretty much just tanking up his entire team with their auras or increasing their DPS output. These items are going to be your very standard typical items in every single Chen game. However, feel free to show some variants from them. If your team has a DPS carry or has large amounts of physical damage, be sure to pick up a Vladimir's Offering, as that can really boost certain carries. Also, if you're facing a magical nuker such as Zeus, feel free to pick up a Pipe, as that will increase your team's magic resistance versus him. So like I said before, Chen really aids his team in ganking lanes and healing his allies, pretty much keeping them alive during fights. He's also able to use his send back ability, which is very cool because it allows his teammates to get a free ride back to the fountain to heal up, and then if they have boots of travel, they can always just TP back in. So like I said guys, Chen is very unpopular in the pub scene. However, that does not mean he's unpopular or unnoticed in the pro scene. Chen used to be one of the two go-to supports during the TI2 and TI3 days alongside Visage. However, he suffered a series of nerfs. Those have really only been made up for by the recent changes to his Aghanim Scepter within the last year or so. If you want to learn how to become a better Chen player, I recommend watching games by either MMS, March, or Ake. They are the top 3 rated Chen players on Dota Buff, and they've all been very successful pro players. I recently watched an Alliance game with Ake, and he did a fantastic job at utilizing Chen. Well guys, that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more content. I have videos linked down below in the subscription. Thanks for viewing, and have a great day.